we overpower them. And currently, the area is safe.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Irene Soita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For all my returning subscribers, you know I don't take you for granted. This has been your home. It's gonna be your home forever. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and making sure that you keep your comment ring. Yeah, if you come across this video and you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, put on the notification button so that you get notified every time I post a video. In our today's video, guys, we're gonna talk about Haiti. We know Haiti has been submerged in war. The war in Haiti with the gang shooting everywhere has made the people of Haiti to live in fear. There's no freedom of movements, there's no schools, there are no hospitals, there are no infrastructure, there's no business. Like the upsurge violence in Haiti has cost Haiti very big. The economy in Haiti is done, and this happened it started during that time when the president of Haiti was assassinated, and this gang evolved from nowhere. They have put Haiti in the front line, always in the televisions, magazines, radios, just showing how the kids in Haiti are living in fear, the women, the men. It just makes one sad. You understand? And this one has made for the call to the United Nations to come together and just make sure they curb the violence that is happening in Haiti. And that made the president of Haiti freeze Alphonse to come to Kenya. And that's why right now we see troops in Haiti, Kenyan troops in Haiti, and all the personnel in the Caribbean came together. And you saw that we have the Guyana 4 troops, we have the Jamaican troops, Bahamas troops headed to Haiti, we have the Tobacco troops, and so many, and we're expecting more from Spain, from Chile, and from Senegal, guys. And recently we have seen Kenyan last year Kenyan government sent 400 troops to Haiti, and this year they have again, as they promised, they have sent 217. And with the new tactics, guys, I'm asking, are they in with that country that is really teetering in, with going down with there's a lot of instability? And these troops, especially the more troops that has gone to Haiti, break the stone of instability in Haiti? Guys, I want you to let me know down there in the comment section what you think. And you know, the Lord, if Kenyan troops, now they are 617, gone to Haiti, fail, what are the disadvantages and disadvantages of our country Kenya on the map as security is concerned, or our troops are concerned? Are they trained troops? You know, so let me see what you think as you finish watching this video. Comment down there if you are from Jamaica, Trinidad, USA, wherever you are, Haiti people, you know, you are at our hearts. Let me know what you think.
The ones who are attending the vehicle or attending the person who is injured. We are going to have stopovers where
ulizotazama ni wakati mwingine ambapo tunaenda kazi ya nje, lakini bila wewe hatuwezi. Ndio maana tunakuja kwako kuweza kusimama na sisi, kuweza kutuongoza kazi ya leo kuanzia saa hizi hadi jioni. Kristo uzidi kuwa na sisi, Jehova.
have been fired by the gangs, people away from this area, and they were aiming to cross over to having patrols day and night that are coming here to make sure that those bad guys, the guys, we are here today at Atras area where the gangs had invaded on 1st of January 2025 while this country of Haiti was celebrating the Independence Day. And we received a message very early in the morning that there is a group of gangs who has invaded Thomasin area. And we made efforts and joined hands with the PNH police, and we came with a team whereby we surely engage the gangs. There was many, and even if you see this hill up here, they had invaded up to this hill and beyond, but we managed to repulse them. We engaged them. So we pushed them down and they went away, whereby we overpowered them. And currently the area is safe and it is very peaceful. And the members of the public have now come back and they are going on with their life as usual. The members of the public in this country, they are very good. They interact with us each and every day, and they give us information concerning the movements of each and every gang around. And when we get the information, we act promptly to make sure that we push them away, and we make sure that they stay safe. now having patrols day and night that are coming here to make sure that those bad guys, the guys,
So guys, welcome back. I hope you have watched the entire video and you have seen the effort that the Kenyan government has done to like for example training the troops. You know, they have been on training, you know, before they were deployed to Haiti, the recent one. And the effort that Kenyan government has put in making sure that the Haiti gang are finished, it's something that is very, very commendable. And just seeing Haiti as a country, as a beautiful country, being dominated by these gangsters and making it so hard for Haiti people to live, for Haiti men, for Haiti children, for Haiti women to have no freedom, no education, no accessibility to health, no accessibility to fundamental basic things like education, to just make these people to live in a country where they belong without enjoying their resources. It's something that it's something that alerted the whole world, and as a globe everybody was to come out and just say like, we need to put an end on what's happening in Haiti. We have seen our black leaders going out there and just calling it out to the end of the violence, to the end of the war that has been in Gaza. We saw the Prime Minister of Bahamas, Motley, talking. She bluntly talked about it in so many conferences out there. We have seen so many press people talking and calling out in whatever that is happening that has been happening in Somalia. We just want to be in a peaceful world. You understand? You remember some time back when Kenya, when the Kenyan president of Haiti came to Kenya, and they had an agreement with the president of Kenya for deploying some of the troops to Haiti. The most wanted gangster in Haiti by the world, by the watchword barbecue, came out and he spoke. it reached a point that we thought that there was gonna be a ceasefire, you know, there was gonna be a negotiation, they was gonna sit and talk about it, but it's like they have refused completely. So for the effort that the Kenyan government has made for sending 400 troops last year, and this year they have sent 217, and it has made them, because they have been going through vigorous training, it has made them to open their mind to know how to tackle this gangster, because this gangster, when they're not just gonna sit there and wait for them to come and be wait for this troops from Guyana, troops from Bahamas, troops from Tobago, troops from Senegal, troops from Chile or Spain, troops from Jamaica to come and fight them. You know, they are also like they are also asking themselves, what are we going to do for us to defeat, you know, this war? It's now a battle war. It's now a battlefield. You know, we want to see who are going to win, and a slightest mistake, this slightest mistake from these foreign troops that have entered Haiti could lead to a takeover from the from the from the gang from the gangsters. You understand? Because their leaders are very strong. And the question that is always being asked is, who funds these people? Where do they where do they get their guns from? You know, where do they get their guns from? Who's funding these people? Those are the questions that they are always being asked, and they don't have answers. And we know recently at the inauguration, when the President Trump, there was something like he was gonna he was gonna stop aiding the people of Haiti. It brought a lot of noise. A lot of noise was made. I hope it's not going to, that aid is not going to stop, because when these countries that have deployed their troops in Haiti do not get any aid from the United Nations, then they are going to call off their troops back to their countries. So it's going to mean that Haiti is going to remain the same with the gangster. It's gonna be under the gangster. You understand? So guys, at this moment, Kenyan troops have come up with new tactics to handle these gangsters. You know, you have seen the video. That is, you need to be smart when you're dealing with an enemy. You don't wait for the enemy to come to you. So we are calling upon all the countries, all the United Nations countries, to come up and just think about it and just do it. Like, we need to stop war. We see what has just happened in Congo recently. It's the war started from nowhere, and so many people have been displaced in Congo, and this is something that I don't know why we fight. Are we fighting for our own resources we have? Like, do you ever think of when you start fighting, you don't have any other country to go? That is your country. You are destroying everything. You're destroying infrastructure. You're destroying the economy of your country. You're destroying schools. You're destroying hospitals. When it's all done, where will you go? Where will you start from? Where are you going to start from? So we always have to think about. You always have to think about the repercussions. You understand? And our leaders, you know, you need to always think about a country, your country. There's no other country like your country. We always say that even if you run to Europe, you run to America, you go to Australia, you go, home is the best. You have to build your home. You're not going to destroy your home thinking that you're going to go to another home that was built also, and the people of that country love it. They will not want to destroy it. So you have to, our leaders, you have to look at your country in a big picture and picture it, and ask yourself, do I have another home? No, you do not have another home. That is your home. Yeah. So for the people of Haiti, I want to thank the people Haiti for being patient. Just pray for all the troops that are in your country, to make sure that we pray for you. We're praying for love. We're praying for freedom. We are praying for our children and our brothers and sisters in Haiti, and for all the countries out there, people from Jamaica, the United States, people in Jamaica living in the United States, my black sisters and brothers in Jamaican States, for supporting Haiti, to all the countries that have come in, and all other countries that are willing to send their troops to Haiti, so that they fight and end the violence, the upsurge violence that the upsurge violence and crime that has taken control in Haiti, so that we bring Haiti back to where it was before. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for clicking. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for sharing this video. I'm called Erin, so keep on supporting me by watching, subscribing. If you want to talk to me, my number is on the description button, and also down there in the comment section. I'm called Eris. Have a blessed day. Love you. Whatever the time you'll be watching this video, don't forget to say hi. Bye bye.
On Saturday, January 18, 2025, a fresh wave of hope arrived in Haiti. Literally, 217 more highly trained Kenyan police officers touched down on Haitian soil as part of a United Nations-backed mission to tackle the unrelenting plague of gang violence. The Kenyan presidency confirmed their arrival, framing it as another bold step in a mission that has already garnered international acclaim. But what does this deployment mean for Haiti, a nation teetering on the brink of collapse, and for Kenya, a country carving out an ambitious role on the global stage? Could this be the turning point in Haiti's long fight for stability, or is it a gamble with uncertain outcomes? These officers, received by Haitian President Fritz-Alphonse Jan and other top government officials, have been tasked with a monumental mandate. They are expected to protect civilians, uphold public order, and assist in reforming and strengthening Haiti's fractured law enforcement organizations. With community policing, patrolling, and law enforcement training on their agenda, their mission is as ambitious as it is critical. Yet how feasible is it to create order in a country where more than 80% of the capital remains under the iron grip of criminal gangs? Kenya's Interior Minister, Kipchumba Murkomen, highlighted the officer's departure from Kenya on Friday, January 17, sharing a poignant photograph of himself with some of the officers aboard a plane. The Kenya-led mission has made tremendous progress in reducing gang violence, earning praise across the globe, he declared. But one must wonder, can the Kenyan officers, trained in handling complex security environments, truly replicate their domestic success in Haiti's vastly different socio-political terrain? This is not Kenya's first foray into Haiti's troubles. In June 2024, Kenya deployed 400 officers to the Caribbean nation, a move backed by Kenyan President William Ruto, who expressed confidence in their ability to bring lasting peace. Ruto lauded the integrity, professionalism, and expertise of his forces, qualities that have reportedly begun to yield results in a country overwhelmed by lawlessness. But is the progress enough to make a significant dent in the deeply entrenched power of Haiti's gangs? Haiti's dire situation is almost unimaginable. Years of gang violence and political instability have plunged the country into chaos. Kidnappings, armed robberies, and killings have become a daily reality. The United Nations estimates that more than 80% of Port-au-Prince, the nation's capital, is controlled by criminal gangs. These groups operate with a chilling level of impunity, leaving ordinary Haitians living in a perpetual state of fear. Can any international mission, even one as well-funded and well-intentioned as this, dismantle such an entrenched system of violence? The human toll is staggering. More than 700,000 Haitians have been rendered homeless in recent years, their homes reduced to rubble by marauding gunmen. Many of these displaced people are forced to seek shelter in unsanitary, overcrowded makeshift camps. According to the United Nations Children's Fund, over 1 million Haitians are now internally displaced, more than half of them children in desperate need of humanitarian assistance. Does the international community's financial aid match the scale of this humanitarian crisis? The numbers paint a bleak picture. The UN reported over 5,600 deaths across Haiti last year, a chilling 20% increase from 2023. The spiraling violence, combined with political instability, has left the country on the verge of becoming a failed state. In this context, Kenya's deployment of officers, backed by significant financial pledges from the United States, Canada, and other countries, offers a sliver of hope. But will it be enough to restore a semblance of order in a nation so profoundly fractured? But the financial support for the mission has been substantial. The United States has pledged $300 million, while Canada has contributed $123 million, including $80.5 million for the UN Trust Fund. Jamaica and Senegal have also lent their support by deploying security personnel. Despite these efforts, questions remain about the effectiveness of such missions in the absence of a comprehensive plan to address Haiti's systemic issues. Is financial aid alone sufficient to combat the deeply rooted causes of Haiti's instability, or is it merely a band-aid on a gaping wound? Kenyan police officers have already made strides in improving security and stability in Haiti, earning praise for their efforts in an incredibly challenging environment. But the road ahead is fraught with obstacles. Haiti's gangs are not just criminal enterprises. They are quasi-political entities that have filled the vacuum left by decades of weak governance. Dislodging them will require more than just boots on the ground. Are international stakeholders prepared to engage in the long-term nation-building efforts necessary to ensure lasting peace? For Kenya, this mission is about more than just aiding a fellow nation in crisis. It's a statement of intent on the global stage. By leading such a high-stakes mission, Kenya is positioning itself as a key player in international peacekeeping. But at what cost? The deployment of its officers to one of the world's most dangerous environments comes with significant risks, not just for the officers, but also for Kenya's reputation. Could a failure in Haiti tarnish Kenya's burgeoning international stature? The conclusion of this unfolding story is far from written. The arrival of Kenyan officers offers a glimmer of hope for Haiti, a nation battered but unbroken. Yet, the scale of the challenges ahead is immense. Haiti's fate hinges not only on the courage and professionalism of these officers, but also on the collective will of the international community to address the root causes of its crisis. Will this mission mark the beginning of Haiti's recovery, or will it be remembered as yet another chapter in the long history of failed interventions? Only time will tell. But for now, the world watches with bated breath as Kenya's brave officers step into the fray, carrying the hopes of millions on their shoulders. Your perspective matters. What do you make of Kenya deploying 217 more police officers to help curb the gang violence currently ravaging Haiti? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the New Africa channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.